This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. Batesville-based Hillenbrand announced plans today to acquire the Missouri-based food and performance materials business of Schneck Process in a $730 million deal. FPM designs, manufactures, and services a variety of industrial food processing equipment. CEO Kim Ryan.
FPM is a leading provider of pet food processing systems in North America and expands our presence across a number of other key customer applications, including baked goods and other processed foods, as well as chemicals and engineering plastics.
Hillenbrand expects the acquisition to close in its fiscal fourth quarter of 2023. When the deal is completed, Hillenbrand said FPM will join its Advanced Process Solutions segment, and the company expects FPM to generate $540 million in revenue this year. Indiana's lottery expects to send $361.7 million to state coffers, up 4% from last year's payout, but down from a pandemic-era record. Donald Reddick with lottery operator IGT Indiana told the State Lottery Commission they also expect to make $1.7 billion in sales by the end of the fiscal year, up 1.6% compared to last year. Indiana Department of Transportation Commissioner Mike Smith joined state and local officials yesterday to break ground on the $53.5 million reconstruction of the Clear Creek Welcome Center near Terre Haute. INDOT said the new facility on eastbound 70 will highlight the state's racing history when complete in 2025. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, it's time to get revved up. Inside Indiana Business is going racing. We'll be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the month of May and take you inside the business of motorsports, from gasoline alley to high-tech race shops to small-town dirt tracks. We'll explore what fuels a billion-dollar industry in the state. Join the entire Inside Indiana Business team from the world's greatest race course for Business at the Brickyard, brought to you by Purdue University. It's checkered flag coverage you won't want to miss.
The Northeast Indiana Innovation Center yesterday announced a partnership with the Electric Works Mixed-Use Innovation District designed to advance entrepreneurship at the former General Electric campus near downtown Fort Wayne. NIC CEO Mike Fritsch said the effort will help grow the center's Entrepreneurship for All program. The NIC said it will provide wraparound services and community-based building opportunities to support Electric Works tenants.
Electric Works is a place where people can go to become from a startup idea into a company. And so our services, which really are the premier services in Indiana to do this kind of thing, is a perfect match to help them actually help the companies that they have residing there.
The NIC has opened a satellite office in the Carr Workplace's co-working space inside Building 19 at Electric Works. Fritsch said the center's 9 business coaches will set up office hours at the location 5 days a week. Officials in St. Joseph County have approved an amended economic development agreement and tax incentives for a proposed electric vehicle battery cell plant that could be located in Indiana. General Motors plans to invest $3.5 billion to build the facility that could bring 1,600 jobs to Indiana if a 656-acre site in New Carlisle is selected for the project. GM had previously planned a $2.4 billion plant through its Ultium Cells joint venture before those plans were scrapped. County officials say the site at the Indiana Enterprise Center is still being considered for the new project, for which GM hopes to break ground by the fourth quarter. The centrality of Indianapolis on the NTT IndyCar Series schedule leads to many of its drivers adopting the city as a permanent home. Pit Fit Training, a personal training gym for drivers, is leveraging technology and state-of-the-art training catered specifically for the physical and mental demands of drivers. Founder and CEO Jim Leo has been working with IndyCar drivers for over 25 years.
Well, the Race Trainer is a device I came up with about 8 to 10 years ago, and I wanted to find a way for the driver to simulate the load they go through in turning the car.
The patent-pending device is still in its prototype phase, but Leo plans on releasing a version for purchase in the near future. Penske Entertainment Chief Diversity Officer Jimmy McMillian is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.